Expo.
Yes, I am live at WasteExpo. It's been a while. I don't know when the last time we actually did a live podcast. Actually,
Yeah. So busy.
Zach and I both had a lot of things happen to us since then. Like I got a lot busier with the replica trucks, so that pulled away from me wanting to do any more podcasts. And then coordinate with you, and then Zach, of course, had some issues, which he cannot make it at WasteExpo this year. So kind of miss him because he was kind of going to be our guy that was going to go around and talk to the right people because he knows how to use the right verbiage and all that. And yeah, he would have been a good fit for this, but it is what it is. You know, family comes first.
Right, right.
Um,
Definitely for sure. So,
so,
for everybody that don't know, what is Waste Expo?
so Waste Expo is a now it's going to go every 2 years. It's in Vegas at the convention center. What it is, it's a place where all the manufacturers, the big garbage companies across the United States, um, AI, technology, cart manufacturers, dumpster manufacturers, they all meet under one roof. And anybody that's in the hauling business or equipment business that wants to kind of get out there, this is the place you need to go to get your information. Sit down with the key leaders of the industry and learn the business. Learn it from the old school guys. There's a lot of old school guys that come to these things. Don't be afraid to ask around. So, like, for instance, at our booth, which is going to be at 2368, we're going to have two key people at our booth that are industry leaders that have been around the block, been in the business a long time, kind of know what's going on. One is Kirk Good. He's one, if anybody is interested and want to talk, he will sit down and talk to you and learn what you got going on. And you may not like what he has to tell you, but he's going to tell you the honest truth on what you need to do. And he's a very big advocate for what's going on in the industry. And also, it's good to have a board member like that is focused on the history and education and all that. Corey Metcalf's another one. He's from Minnesota. Lifelong BFI guy. Worked at BFI for a lot of years. Then went through the different acquisitions, started his own company. Now he's managing Curbside Waste up in Minnesota, which they're a very fast-growing company. Also a sponsor of our booth. And then myself will be there. So I've been in the business a long time. I'll talk to anybody. Anybody come up to me and wants to talk. We're just looking at connecting for more donations, more partnerships. Like we're looking for somebody to do trucking for us. Like somebody want to be to take care of the trucking stuff. So if we call you, hey, we got a truck here, you go get it. We're looking for like marketing. Somebody that can kind of be a marketing person to take care of all their marketing stuff, that they can have their logo on anything. We're looking at also possibly looking at if we get a building in the future, we're going to be looking at somebody that maybe wants their naming rights on it. Like their name is on the building and it's what it is.
Right.
So there's a lot of different avenues that we want to look at doing to get partnerships with different individuals to get to where we need to be. Because without the sponsors and the donors, we could not be at Waste Expo. We could not do what we're doing. And I feel like without the relationships in this industry, if you have them, it's just we just been really lucky to have what we got, and they've seen the vision we're seeing, so they want to be part of that.
Right. And show us who your sponsors are.
So I'll give you a call. Let me turn this around, if I can figure out how to do it. If it'll let me.
You look at this. It's funny because you just did it.
Well, I'm trying to turn it around and it won't let me do it.
Oh, it might not because we're live. I don't know if it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. Let me think here. Nope. Hold on. Nope. I don't want to contact support. Wonder why it won't. Nope.
It might not let you because you're live. Did it work?
I don't know if it'll see it. Well, no. I think you're right.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of show you guys here. If you can see it. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a little bit blurry. I think you're in a building, so you're getting like not as good Wi-Fi or connection.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because
Yeah, you
Okay.
could sort of see it though.
Okay. So I'll kind of go through them with you. If I could get this. Okay. Heil Environmental, the whole Heil company, they sponsored. They're the banner, the booth sponsor for our actual booth at 2368. This is just out for people to see. Heil, Texas is a museum partner. They were one of the first donors of our organization when I first started with them. They were like, they were just there. He said, no problem. Very good partners to have. Curbside Waste is a new one. Corey Metcalf had some doings with that. Waste 360, if it wasn't for them giving us a booth, we would not be in this. We would not be able to do what we're doing, period. NWRA, we're a partner with them. They give us a membership every year for the cause for what we're doing. Tampa Crane, just having relationships with them. Waste Connections gave us a small donation. Armor Equipment, they're a Heil dealer. They gave us a small donation. National Fleet Graphics did the banner. And then Hunter Blanchard did the artwork setup for this whole thing. She even came out with this awesome logo. This is what we're using now going forward with everything. So this is the sponsors for our booth that we're going to have at our booth area. So here, I don't know if a lot of you guys can see this. So this here is a 1962, I think it's 1962, Zach said, International Leach Packmaster. This was from Thompson Sanitation. We're going to go over here to the banner, and I'll show you who our sponsors are for this. So as you can see right there, I don't know if you guys could see that. I'll kind of come closer.
Oh yeah.
You don't really need to see it. Okay, so Merino Dumpsters is donating a dumpster to us. We had to put them on a different banner, so we put them on this one. They're donating us a 2-yard dumpster for a raffle for our booth. Labrie, they actually paid for the shipping to and from for this truck. Kilberg Equipment, he was the second one that actually I approached, and we met at a Swana meet, and he's very invested into what we're looking at, the history. He buys old trucks. He works with us. He goes and gets it, doesn't question anything we need. He just does it. He's a very valuable asset to what our focus is. Without him, we would not be where we're at. He's one of the reasons why we're where we are. Thompson Sanitation for giving us the truck. And then right here, this is what the truck looked like when we first got it. Zach actually had a line on this truck. And then this is when it went to McNilius. I'm not sure the story on the chassis, why the chassis are different, but it's the same truck.
Right.
So the deal here is Paul Densky Sr. had the truck. Zach went and approached him on it, sold it to Frank Thompson, and then Frank Thompson took it to McNilius, and McNilius actually restored the truck.
Wow.
So that's that. And then there's the truck right there.
It's really nice.
Now,
and shiny.
it's one of it's probably as far as I know, I think this is a one-off truck that's even around. It does not work right at the moment, but so here I'll show you the dumpster we're going to be raffling off too, just so you guys know. It's heavy. I mean, this thing is freaking heavy.
Oh man.
So it's a 2-yard dumpster. Merino Welding donated us 2 dumpsters, but I can only bring this one because this one was the lightest one out of them. This probably weighs 35 pounds.
Wow.
Maybe 50. It's heavy. It's not something you want to carry around. So now the next thing is I'm going to take you to our outdoor booth where we have 2 old Recology trucks that were brought in today. Kind of show you guys. Like I said, today is more of a setup day.
Right.
Just getting things, trucks in here for the manufacturers and the dealers. And there's not really, I mean, you can walk around and see what they got, but it's the forklifts. It's just crazy. You kind of got to have your head on a swivel walking around in here.
Right. It looks like
They're running all over.
It looks like you're going to get a lot of exercise.
I've already, I bet I don't even know how many steps I have walking this building. And it's going to be worse when we get our booth because we're going to be on the other side of the building. So I'll show you these trucks we got. They're in the lobby area. So this is the lobby area that we're at. So
That's a big area, though. I know that.
it's a bit, yeah. So this is where everybody comes in at WasteExpo do their thing, sit down. There's a area you can drink coffee and eat your food and visit, congregate. There's booths upstairs, I think. But this is the area where when you walk in, this is what you're going to see when you walk into this area. So this is the story on how recology became recology. So
All right.
there you go.
Wow.
And then that's our banner from last year.
Okay.
So we brought that in. But yeah, this is how they used to haul trash in San Francisco back in the 50s.
That's cool. So you had to climb them stairs to throw the trash away in it?
Yeah, there's two guys in the back of the truck, and then these things they picked up right up the thing and dumped them in there, and then they stomped on the garbage while the guys would, I mean, they'd have like 5, 6 guys on truck, or 6 or 7 or whatever it was, one driver, and they'd have a team of guys, and they would just execute the trash. And here's the
Wow.
other one. And there's video of these starting up and running into the Waste Expo. I got those on LinkedIn and also Facebook. So they can go to the Waste Museum page. And actually, I have video. I rode in a step of that truck right there and got video of this running to bring it in.
All right.
So, but yeah, that's what we got. It's a lot to take in.
It's huge. It looks huge.
It's a lot. We have donations. We have, like I said, we have donations, donation letters that we found some from last year that we're using. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And then the other thing too is I'm doing a yard waste removal in my town. So what I do is I got that old 1982 garbage truck, and if anybody wants yard waste pickup, I can give them a 2-yarder, drop it off at their house, they fill it up, and they do a free will donation towards the Waste Museum. And the funny thing is, I've had a couple garbage haulers call me on it and ask me how I'm doing it, because there's interest in them wanting to do something as a business.
Like, with you doing the work?
No, just them doing the same thing what I'm doing, but
Oh.
doing it as actually a line of business for them, because they never thought about doing yard waste, dumpsters for yard waste. I said, hey, if you're a garbage hauler and you got a niche and you want to be up on your competition, I mean, this is what I would do.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah,
it's nothing different than all you're doing is picking up yard waste, and like for us, we have free disposal sites in all our towns. Like every town has a yard waste dump.
Right.
So it's, I mean, it's just, it all comes down to how hard you want to work. And I'm looking at it as it's a little fundraiser for us, because it's different and it gets our name out there.
Right. You know what? It sounds like you're going to be going to war again, though.
What do you mean?
Because if they cut into your yard waste pickup, I mean that's.
Oh no, not my town. We got lands. No, these guys are from out of town. They're from another
okay.
like whole couple counties from over that saw my video, and they were asking me about it. And
Okay.
I said, here's the thing. I says, it all depends on, I says, we don't charge for it. We just do a nominal donation, because then people are not obligated. Like, oh my God, that's too much money.
Right.
And I'm not in it to make money. I mean, as long as I get a little bit of gas money out of it from the nonprofit, that's my main thing.
Yeah. Keep the truck running and get your museum going.
Yeah, it just gets our name out there. It's just something that people see. Garbage trucks are moving billboards.
Right.
So people see a truck pull up on a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock wondering what the heck you're doing. Well, that's because I'm dropping a container off, or I'm picking it up at somebody's house.
Right. Now, do you use the truck to deliver the containers?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I hook it up and I deliver it, drop it off, and then I come back and pick it up.
Dump it. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely a good idea to start picking up trash like that, or yard debris like that.
Yep.
Like a lot of people should do it, because, or a lot of companies should do it, because it would
Well,
prevent people throwing trash.
the problem we're running into right now is it's too dry. Where I live, it's been too dry, and you can't burn open burns anymore because it's too dry. So people want to rake their yard up, but they don't want to have the hassle of hauling it down to the yard waste site in a pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, hey, we'll take a dumpster, and then they can just throw it on the dumpster, and I come pick it up and haul it away for them. So it's, I mean, we got yard waste companies in town that load them trailers, but they'll only do it because they want the work of doing the yard, the cleanup of the yard. I'm not into yard cleanup. I'm into just hauling it away.
Right, right.
So, no, there's enough work for everybody out there. It just all depends on how hard you want to work, and there's money to be made in anything in the garbage business. You just got to put your head together. And I've actually, with me being around long, in this business a long time, I just know how to do a lot of things that kind of that I wish I would have did a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, I know. Like you would have. I think you would have had something big built if you were to do some of the stuff that you're doing now.
Yep.
A while ago.
But it was money, I didn't have the money back then. I mean, I didn't have the connections, the knowledge. I was young. If I could have knew the guys that I'm connected with now, that could get me in that that line of business and get me focused on what I'm doing, there'd be no reason why I would not be in the business I'm in now.
Right, right.
But there's no reason to get into it now. I don't have no interest in it. The yard waste thing's nice because I stay in town and it's free disposal and I don't have to be committed to it.
Right, and you're showing off your truck and
Exactly, yeah. We're showing off old trucks and people get to see them and comment about, wow, this is a pretty neat old truck. They don't see this type of stuff, so it just gets our name out there is all.
Right, right, correct. Yeah, you're like have a driving museum going on.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just we're a moving museum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that's really interesting. And when is your museum opening? Or
Well, so that's another thing I got to talk to. So since I got some board members coming in Sunday, that's one of the things we're going to talk about because it's going to be one of the things where I was talking to the other museum down in Florida about it, and they're in the same boat that I am, and it's just so. What I think we're going to do is I think we're going to open up only on Sundays. Saturday, if somebody wants to come in, we'll open it up for tours. Or if somebody comes to town and they can get a hold of me, I can come down and open it up for them. But right now, it's going to be at the end of May. We'll be opening up on Sunday.
right, right.
So, because I still got a lot of work to do up there from winter, and then plus I bought a building where I'm at, and I got to clean that out, and that's going to take a few months to clean that out, and that building's big enough where I can park a garbage truck in there. So that's the other reason why I want it, because I got to fix these garbage trucks. Well, we don't have a building to work on them on, so I got to have a building to do that with.
Right, right.
And this building I got is actually big enough to put a truck in there. So.
See, and that's what you needed the whole time, like a big garage to work.
It is. We just don't have it, and if we keep buying up all these old trucks, well, I can get a mechanic, but the mechanics don't have a shop big enough to work on these. So you got to have a place to work on them.
Right,
So.
Right. Right. So are you going to get the one that you have fully restored, or is it going to be like that? Like, are you going to get it repainted and everything?
So right now we're waiting to get a chassis for the Wayne Grunger, which is outside of town right now at a diesel shop. They found out the motor's shot in it, so we're going to take that chassis out. And then we found an old F600 series Ford, 72 I think it is, or maybe a 78. Maybe a 78, I can't remember. They don't, a grain elevator donated to us. And the truck runs and drives, so we're waiting for them to get it over to the shop to go through it. We're going to put that body on it, and then Curb Tender's actually going to restore that truck for us. And then if everything works out right, that could be the truck we bring to WasteExpo in 2 years.
And that's really good. That's really good.
And that's what we want to do, is we want to showcase these old trucks.
Right.
Because this is stuff that started the industry. Without these old trucks, it's not all about the new stuff. It's about the old stuff that got us to the new stuff. And without that link, the people that are getting into this business have no idea how this old stuff works. And if you don't know how it works, you're never going to know how, why these guys got into the business. I mean, there's a reason why Recology is where they're at. And there's a reason why these other companies out there that are that started at nothing and they're worked their way up. There's a reason why they're at that level, because they started out with machineries like I just showed you to get to the level where they don't.
Right, right. And if too
And
bad you guys can't get some of them trucks that Zach showed off, because that would be really
yeah,
cool. That would be
it's
really cool.
tough. We gotta big donations to where we could go buy that stuff or try to get
Right.
it.
Or find it, like just finding it, because remember we sat down one day looking for them old trucks, and they're like so hard to find.
Yep.
So, and that'd be cool to see one of those moving again, and then you guys get it working and it actually works and
Yeah,
operates. That'd be
that's
really
the plan. If we can get these trucks working, I mean, my plan is to take them out and go do videos of them picking up like yard debris.
right. Yeah, like you already have a bunch, which is really interesting.
Yep.
Of the videos that you post on Facebook, and I mean to get a really old truck and bring it back to life and showcase it working is really awesome.
Well, I'm working on a second one right now, and if we can get it, it's that truck is older than the one I think that I got right now. Maybe same year, but it's an older Packer on it. So um, you guys will be able to see that one too.
That's really cool. Now, do you have any pictures of it yet, or not yet? You don't even own it. You don't even have ownership of
I
it.
don't own it yet. No, I do not own it yet.
All right, working on
No,
it.
it is
Yeah.
mine. It's secured to me. Nobody else. We're just waiting for Waste Expo to get over so I can go down and see the guy that's got it, figure out what we need to do with it, what I need to do to get it to working so I can go run it. And then I want to park my truck and actually get the updates, or not the updates, but get some of the stuff fixed on it. I mean, it needs a clutch, and the body on it needs a lot of work because it's starting to rust out in spots. And because I'm going to restore that truck eventually, but I need to get the basic stuff done so at least I can still go out and operate it.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely an interesting thing. Now, in Waste Expo, them are all brand new trucks for the most part, except for the trucks that you guys
Yes,
brought in.
yes, yep. Anything that's in Waste Expo is all brand new.
See, and that's so cool because you're bringing in the antiques, the old stuff.
Yep. People like to see this old stuff. I mean, it's
It,
just they go down memory lane, and then they start talking about their grandpa, their
right.
dad. I mean, their uncle that had a business in the 1920s, and they was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's this truck I ran in, you know, rural New York, and it was a dump body, and I remember going to the yard waste site and dumping garbage down there and burning it."
Right.
So that's the story. That's the stories you hear.
And there's a lot of artwork in them too. Like just like
Yes.
the old
Yeah.
cars,
See,
there's so much artwork in them.
back then, guys took pride in their stuff. They wanted to deck these things out because they were in them every day. They showed them off every day. They weren't flashy, but it was the graphics on the side of the truck that's what got everybody excited about them.
Right, right. Well, the one you
And
got.
that was more like in Boston. Boston and New York City were the two major markets where guys did a lot of really cool graphics on their trucks.
Right. The one you have there is really like rounded. It's a like the whole truck's more rounded, which is
Yes.
like artwork. It looks like art. And then you could
Yep.
put, and like you said, they're billboards. You can put like
Yes.
advertisements on each one of them, and advertise for other companies, and it's like so it's massive.
Yep.
So I mean, trash companies don't do it like that. They just usually have their own name on it now, but
Yeah.
there's probably money there to be made if you owned your own truck. Like with your trucks, you could probably make money by having people pay you to put their company on your truck.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yep.
maybe that's another idea for you.
Well, and that could be
Advertise for
something we might
people.
look at down the road, if these things are going to be, sitting at different events, so trucks got some names on them from different corporations that aren't even in the waste business, just,
Right.
you know, truck sponsored by blah, blah, they kicked in 10,000 to have their name on the side of the truck because they like the idea that they want their name out there.
Mhm.
But that
Yeah.
10,000 also helps us get trucks shipped to and from, gets us money to buy more trucks, gets us money to refurbish them. I mean, we have a vision we want to do, but it takes a lot of money, and we're looking for partners to partner up with us.
Right. Right. And that's definitely a good way. Once you get them
Yep.
things going and you're bringing them to like Waste Expo for example, and there's a banner of like Coca-Cola for example on your truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a big banner. They're not little
Mm-hmm.
banners that go on them trucks. So, I
No.
mean, yeah, it's definitely good. So this year, second year there.
This is my first year. We were here last year, but I couldn't make it. Zach couldn't make it, and because I had obligations with another environmental nonprofit group in my town, same
Mm,
week as Waste Expo. So this year we planned this out about 8 months ago, and finally got it locked in.
right. Yeah, you've been talking about it for a little while. So, and
Yep.
definitely, if anybody wants to go to Expo, go there. And Anthony's there. You get to meet him.
Yep. I'll be here this year. You'll see me in the booth.
Yeah, yeah. And if you want to film throughout this, like you want to do a quick film or something, just contact me,
Yeah.
and we'll go
Yeah, I'll do
live.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
definitely.
could do it because by the time this is going in the evening, you're off work, so we could do like maybe a 15-minute snippet
Right, right. Throw
of
something on.
like each day, like what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. We
So
definitely
okay,
can. But yeah, I'm.
well
Oh, go ahead.
they're getting ready to close this up, so I gotta tidy up what I'm doing, and I got a beer tomorrow to finish this truck.
All right.
So
Yep. So yeah, I mean, go out there and check them out, and definitely like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and you'll see more of this content too. So, well, you have a good one, Anthony.
yep, see ya.
Yep.